The Toronto Raptors are preparing for the Chicago Bulls. That's their next game that they're playing. I'm Savanna Hamilton. You're watching Raptors Today. We caught up with a few of the guys, one being Christian Vital, who's locked in on securing a contract at some point in Summer League, hopefully. But he has a great story. He's a Rio Grande Valley Viper 2022 NBA G League champion, and he also plays for the Hamilton Honey Badgers in the CEBL. So let's hear from him now. Hi, Christian.
How you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. We in Vegas. Feel me? We got good vibes today, another good practice. Got a game tomorrow. It's time to go get another dub.
Okay. Well, how has Summer League treated you overall?
It's been great. It's been a great experience. You know, this is my first time, so I'm happy I'm with this group. I got my son Justin over here. He been holding it down.
I wasn't gonna step in, but this is my son right here. You know, he from the town, so you know what I'm saying. It's my guy right here.
New York City.
You already know how this go.
Nah, but it's been great. Like you say, we got guys like that, guys like that on the team, and it's just a great vibe. We all connecting. You know, we playing well, we playing good basketball, and we trying to go win this thing.
What has stood out to you in your own game that you're trying to showcase this Summer League?
Just that I could play both sides of the ball, that I could lead a team on offense and be an anchor on defense, and just, be able to play the right way, play winning basketball especially. You never want to just go out there to just play. You always want to compete and play your best basketball to win. So that's just a couple of the things I'm trying to show.
Now talk to me about the competition level, because you played at many different places. You were a Rio Grande Valley Viper NBA G League champion this past year. You play also for the Honey Badgers. So, talk about Summer League and how that, in terms of competitiveness, ranks up against all those leagues that you've played in.
For sure. Now, shout out to my Honey Badgers back in the 6 right now, holding it down. We in first place. But it's just been great. It's just been great. I'm just trying to play, like you said, play good basketball. Just show that I could do multiple things and go out and get a contract. For real, that's why I'm here, and I appreciate the opportunity that the Raptors are giving me. It's a great organization, and I'm just appreciative and grateful.
Has there been anybody that on the coaching side of things that have been really working with you on something in particular? If so, what?
For sure, all the coaches, but definitely Rico. I was out with him, a couple summers ago, just being around, seeing, him train with Pascal and some of the guys that were in the league already while I was going through my pre-draft stuff. So it's just been good to be around him. Armani, I played against him in college, Dave. So I know a lot of the guys, and just getting to compete in practice and then shooting after practice, it's just a great vibe. It's a great vibe to be around.
You just heard from Christian Vital. Now we have to talk about Jaylen Sims, and his story is actually quite interesting because he played at a mid-major D1 school. UNC Wilmington is actually the name of the school, and he actually won the College Basketball Invitational MVP of the tournament. He's a very, very humble guy, but we're going to take a listen to what he had to say today. Describe what Summer League has been like for you so far.
Definitely been a learning experience. My first one. And it's been fun, though. I've been, like I said, learning a lot, picking up things fast, and definitely a learning experience for me.
What's been the biggest learning curve for you exactly? What skill in particular, or even just environment?
I think the pace of play, and guys are a lot faster, a lot stronger, and make a lot faster decisions too as well. So I think that's been the biggest thing I've been trying to pick up on.
Okay, and it's because this is Raptors fan, want to get to know you a bit more. Describe your journey and the challenges that you've had to overcome to even be in this gym right now.
Oh yeah, I went to a mid-major school. I think that's a big one. I went to University of North Carolina, Wilmington, and a lot of Canada people from Canada probably don't know where that school is. So it's a very small school in North Carolina, and not a lot of mid-major players play professional basketball, let alone NBA Summer League. So that's a big challenge for me, and just having that chip on my shoulder, knowing that I come from a smaller school and having to prove myself.
No need to be humble here. I'm giving you permission to brag, okay? What's been the biggest accomplishment in your career so far that you're pretty proud of that you got back in college or leading up to here?
We won the 2020, the last year, we won a CBI championship. So my team last year won a championship. That's big to me. Yeah. Especially for the first 3 years, we were really bad, and then last year we won a championship. So that's been a big accomplishment. I did all right. I did all right. I don't like talking about myself. So
this is me empowering you to talk.
I did good. I'll say that. I did good.
Okay. And so when you're looking, what are you looking to showcase here at Summer League? What skills in particular are you looking to show to you know, the Raptors, the fan base, everybody?
I think the big thing I'm harping on is just playing the right way. Obviously, guarding the ball. Defensively, I've been harping on that a lot, getting better with my defense, but just playing the right way. I think that's Raptors culture, too. A lot of unselfishness, so, yeah.
What do you make of Coach Gleason so far?
I love him. The Australian accent kind of threw me off a little bit, but I love him. He's a great guy. Yeah.
Okay. And any teammates in particular are kind of like helping you, like show you the ropes at all, or you're kind of figuring it out for yourself, or?
I think no, all of them. All of them have been very helpful, especially the older guys. I'm always asking questions, just trying to learn, especially from guys that played before, you know.
If you were to pick one skill that, you know, you want to make your name off of right now, what would that be?
Defense. That's what I want to do. Defense. Defense
all right.
and shooting. Defense and shooting, yeah.
Defense and shooting?
Yeah.
I said one.
I did too.
I appreciate you. Now, we caught up with assistant coach Adrian Griffin, and he's a proud dad these days because his son was the 16th overall pick, AJ Griffin, by the Atlanta Hawks. So we talked to him about that, as well as his overall thoughts and feelings about NBA Summer League. All right, Coach, you know I'm going to start off strong. I'm going to ask you, you know, your son is now playing in NBA Summer League. You know, how proud are you to see him playing in the league now?
Man, super proud, you know, just as a father, as a parent, just watching him with a ball in his hands at 2 years old. I remember just coming home from practices, and by the time I got to the house, he was already at the door with his backpack and his ball and his sneakers and begging me to go back to the gym. So it doesn't surprise me as far as his work ethic. He just always had the passion for basketball. But to see and, you know, hear his name be called on draft night, it was just one of those memories that we will get to share from, you know, for a lifetime. So, you know, just a proud papa like any parent, just seeing their kid being able to achieve their dream, one of their dreams.
I love that for you. And, you know, what's it going to be like to potentially coach against him?
Well, I told him that I'm employed by the Raptors and I got to keep my job. So even though he's my son, I love him. Like, we're going to probably box and one him, triangle two, press him, you know. It'll be fun. I think Coach Nurse even said, I don't think AG is going to have to scout that game. But, you know, just to see him with that uniform on and being there, I can't imagine how that's going to feel.
I imagine it's probably a dad's dream to be in that situation where you have to coach against your son. But let's talk about the Raptors. What do you like from this group that you've seen so far in this Summer League team?
I think I just love our defensive tenacity, just the way that we're getting after guys, forcing turnovers. You know, that's our staple, that's our blueprint. That's our formula for our success. Like we don't do a lot of complicated stuff all the time, but the things that we do very well. And I thought we really got after it. Especially in the first game, we kind of took a hit. They got back in the game, and I thought we kept our composure in the second half with our defense. So, you know, I'm a defensive guy, so I'm always looking on that end of the court. But the guys been playing well. They play unselfishly on the offensive end. And we just get ready for tomorrow.
You know, Armani has really stood out, as well as Delano has stood out. Unfortunately, Champagny, he's going to be out for the rest of Summer League. But, you know, has there been anybody else that's been catching your eye in terms of, like, individual standout practices or performances?
I think all the guys that you mentioned have been been great, you know, and I like what all our young guys, like what Harp is doing. I love what Christian is doing. You know, he's long, he's a rim protector. Protecting the paint is such a huge factor in our defensive schemes. And offensively, the way he's screening and rolling to the front of the rim. So he brings that dynamic that, you know, we probably don't have someone with his length and his size in the last couple years. So it's good to have that type of versatility from our bigs. And, you know, Armani played well. And it's not always about making shots, but I thought he gave great effort in the defensive end as well. So we look at it all. I think Delano has done a great job with his pace and leading the team. I think that's one of the things that, you know, the Summer League provides opportunity to guys to kind of hone their skills. And you know, with him, just seeing how he's running the team, and he's being more vocal, and he's the leader out here. So it's good to see these guys kind of groom themselves and get themselves in a better position for next season.
You gotta love a father-son dynamic there, and I'm so happy to see that Coach Adrian Griffin is able to maybe someday coach against his son. So, you love to see it. But let's talk about another coach, Coach Fab, for his thoughts and feelings. So we'll take a listen to what he had to say. What has really stood out to you, in particular, a particular skill on the offensive or defensive end of things with Christian Koloko?
What stood out to me is just, his I would say his headiness for the ball. He's always in the right place and at the right time, especially making defensive plays and being around the ball. So he kind of has a nose for the basketball, and he's a little bit more coordinated than what I thought. Obviously, he's still got some polishing to do for himself and his development, but, his anticipation, I would guess, is a great thing. I just love the commitment that these guys bring, and not that any of the other teams or other summer league teams didn't bring that commitment, but I just like the energy, and there's a sense of enthusiastic and in a sense of a young innocence, a young hungry innocence, and wanting to get out there and show what they got.
You just heard from Coach Fab. Now the Raptors are going to be playing against the Chicago Bulls Tuesday. You can watch it on Sportsnet. It's 2 p.m. local time, 5 p.m. Eastern. From myself, Savanna Hamilton, Jake, Rob, and Luke, thank you for watching another episode of Raptors Today.